Right, yo guys, here we have Otavio, and he partners up with online experts on IG and YouTube, help them implement offers and just scale them with backend automations. Now, he's been working with me closely for a few months now, and he's scaled to decent amounts. But Otavio, I just wanted to ask you is like, what was the motivation behind you wanting to get started one-to-one with me?
So to be honest, I followed your like Twitter for a while. And I just like every day I would learn something like different or new, especially from the lead magnets you had, like the free stuff you gave out. And I'd even implemented some of it for the clients and seen some results. And there was no one else in the info space who I saw doing it like you and like scaling the agency as well to those heights. So I just figured, you know, when I want to learn something, I just find the best in the industry and then go pay them to learn from them. That was my thought process behind it, really. Pretty simple.
Now, before, of course, working one-to-one is like, where was your agency at? Like, what were some of the common problems that you were experiencing at the agency? Was it more fulfillment, outbound, or what problems were there?
I think it was like truly extracting the most out of the clients that I had, because like we had some massive potential with the people I already had. I didn't even have to do more outbound, but I wasn't like fully making the most that we could have with those clients. So I think that's the main thing that I was lacking on. Even if I did onboard more clients, I wouldn't be able to like fully optimize how much I could make from them and like give them the best results as well. I think that was where I was lacking a bit.
That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, I'm reading a WhatsApp message that you sent me right now, but it says like the Black Friday plan we created for ZTH actually went insane, bro. 55K for the month and 90% margins means I crossed 20K this month for the agency as well. Now, 20K a month on like a revenue share is insane, of course. So like with this Black Friday, what were some like key lessons that you kind of picked up on that like allowed us to create this launch?
Yeah, I think it was first of all to do like launches and sales. Like that wasn't even something that I was considering at first, but the way like we went through like the thought process behind it just like opened my eyes to how like valuable those can be and how you can kind of extract those people who maybe, you know, aren't going to usually buy, but when, you know, a no-brainer offer comes across, well, an even more no-brainer offer comes across the table, like they'll get it. So that was the first thing, just like realizing you should do these launches, and then just kind of the thought process behind each email, not just saying like, hey, we have a launch, like, hey, here's our discount, but like blending both the adding to the offer, but then also adding a discount, putting that together, and then having kind of a story behind it. I think that was like game changer for doing the launch in the right way and why we got such good results. Yeah, the month after that was Christmas, and then we're like, yo, let's just do another one, like just to see, because we got a lot of leads, and then it did even better than that one. So from one client doing over 20K 2 months consecutively was great. It was, yeah, you don't really like, I don't really see that and expect that, but that was great.
It's solid stuff. And then that kind of comes down to like the deal structures you have with clients, because if you're on revenue share, you always need to find these loopholes to maximize the most results for them, right? That's why I always tell people to like prioritize client results, because that's when you're going to get the most revenue share, right? It's like really important, and you're kind of a living testament to that as well.
Yeah, it's like for me, I like only want to do deals if it's rev share, because your incentives are aligned. So like you're both like, okay, how do we make the most money possible? And you're, you know, even if you are selfish, you're still trying to make the most money, which in turn will give them the most money. So like your incentives are aligned and you're able to make the most money. So yeah, I definitely recommend rev shares, and they can like, you know, pay out really well like that.
Of course. And it does make sense for you to take revenue share as well, because let's say you find, right, like in your case, like an online expert that's at 0 revenue right now, or maybe even 10K a month. And if you can get them to like 50K a month, that's like extra money that they wouldn't have before. So it's like only in their best interest to take that revenue share as well.
Yeah. It's like you're giving them a no-brainer offer. Like, hey, look, you only pay me on stuff that like on money that I make you. And then it just feels also like you can just sell with such like conviction, because it's like, I'm literally making you free money. You know, like all they have to do is like film in like the case with my clients, like they have to film a VSL and hop on an interview, and like that's pretty much it. We handle the rest. So it's kind of like a no-brainer offer for them. And that's when I think you're able to do really well with those type of rev shares. Yeah.
Especially like you, because you kind of do like that full stack kind of thing, right? So you even help them with the offer creation, the VSLs. So in that case, it does make sense to take revenue share.
Yeah. And then also you just create like, it's even more of a partnership. So they see you as like a partner. So they're almost more likely to like, you know, it's less likely for stuff to go wrong, because they see you as like, they depend on you for the success of their business, and they see you as someone who came in And like, instead of like an agency that they're like, oh, I pay them to do emails, 3K just flying out my account, unfortunately, or whatever. They see as, no, this guy came in and like made me a bunch of money. He's a G. I love him. That's the perspective they have. And then you just stick around for longer. And they just, even if other people come in and offer them stuff, it's like, nah, this is the guy who got me from 0 to 30 or whatever, you know? So they're just more likely to stay with you. And you just feel you create partnerships and friendships. I'm friends with some of the creators. And like you said, yeah, too, I do full stack. Like yesterday, I was on a call with one of the creators talking about like the content he makes. You kind of, you become their operator or the person in the background that kind of does everything for them to help them succeed. So it's a
like,
great
you know,
model.
like CMO kind of thing, right? Like you're the chief marketing for them, right?
Exactly.
And like, and then as you said, like when you become the partner, you have like benefits. Like first of all, you're no longer a commodity in the marketplace. And then second of all, like it's the best deal for like lifetime value of a client. They are likely to be with you for months, if not years, right? And I'm sure that you're going to experience that right now as well. Like how long have you been working with like ZPH, for example?
It's gonna come up on a year now, and yeah, it's gonna come up on a year now. So it's actually, I think literally we launched. Damn, it was like 2 days ago in 2023. So exactly a year since we've launched our offer.
Bro. Yeah, and then that comes back to like doing more for them, because like the fact that he's like sees you as this guy, he's not seeking anyone else. Like he sees Otavio as that guy to generate him revenue, right?
Yeah, we're closer than ever. We met in person like a couple months ago. They're like my good friends now, and that's the relationship you get to like develop with them. And yeah, like you said, like other people will come try pitch them now, because you know this is obviously growing. People are seeing how profitable this is as a business model. People are pitching them like, hey, I'll build you a paid community or something, but they'll just like show it to me and kind of like almost laugh a little bit, because like we just got that, you know. They'll even joke like, oh, I'm gonna join this guy, like I'm gonna hire this guy, but like because we've just built such a good relationship. So
that's huge, bro. That's huge. And that's sick, bro. Yeah, so of course, like with that Black Friday and like other launches, like 20K a month with your agency is all great, right? But like some main like other benefits away from the money that you've seen since working one-to-one, what are some like of them that you may have seen?
One of the main things with coaching in general, I think, and that's helped a lot, is just like opening your mind to, okay, things can be done differently. So like I said, with the doing a sale, like that's something that I never even thought about before, and now is like completely changed, and I can apply that to all the other clients as well and get them a bunch of results. And I did, even with Black Friday as well. I applied it to other clients and they got other results. So one of my other clients got like his biggest month. He's a little smaller, but he got his like biggest month just using that like sale framework. So I think it's those like perspective shifts which kind of last forever. Another big one is just like just in general, like okay, yo, I have this issue, what should I do here? And kind of having someone else who's like been through it to like brainstorm, okay, yeah, let's try do this instead, or okay, go with that, or clearing out the mind sometimes when you're not quite sure what to do. And then also even network, like you recommended some, I'm yet to work with them, but like I've already got some people, you know, if I ever need some help with the funnels, with the copywriting, which I will need as I, you know, scale outreach. Now I have people who I know who are vetted that I can hire. Yeah, this is just some of them, but there's so many indirect and smaller benefits as well. And just like also developing a relationship now, develop a relationship and we can talk about this stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits.
I should come to Dubai, bro, or like I can come to the US and ski.
Yeah, the link up is coming. It'll
be a big link up, bro. A big influencer link up. Now, man, that's sick, man. Now, like, bro, like, of course, you're like scaling the agency, the frameworks right now. You're going to scale even outbound to a lot more. You're getting decent client results. Now, someone in a similar situation that may want to like partner up with online experts, but at the beginner stage, what like 3 key things would you tell them to like accelerate their way to success?
Number one, and this is something you preach a lot, but it's just true, is learning the skills. So like I said, I've been with ZTH for like over a year, but probably learning the skills like direct response and everything for like 1.5 years, almost 2 years. So that's why I was able to take the frameworks, apply them, and then do well with the sale. But it wasn't just like out of nowhere. It was because I had built up the skill. And just like you have to, you know, like you said, you're kind of the CMO, so you have to love the marketing side.
I should come to Dubai, bro, or like I can come to the US and ski.
Yeah, like that side of things. It's especially important with this when you do like rev shares and partnership deals, because you need to be real on top of the marketing side of things and always learning. So I think number one is differentiate yourself by just being more skilled than others, being able to provide, especially now when there's like so many people coming in with like, oh, I'll build you a paid community or whatever. But like these guys don't know, they have no idea how to market correctly. If you can just like, you know, spend those months like, okay, really writing, learning, and just getting the core principles of how to make someone buy, that's the first step for sure for this.
Yeah, let's say I'm a beginner right now, right? And then I want to partner up with online experts and scale them like the same way you've done ZTH, right? What are two more things that you would give like that beginner? It can be like a mindset tip or anything of that realm.
Then the second one is more like just with business in general, is like, I still remember the message I sent ZTH, and I was like thinking about whether or not to send it. I was like, oh no, they're probably not going to want to do it. And I was like, nah, I'm going to send it. And like, if I hadn't done that, they're like my biggest client right now. Like that would have been so stupid not to send it. So it's kind of like an outreach mindset shift, is like, just send, do more volume, send a lot, and just send that message, because you never know what can come of it. And like pursue all leads, because with this like revenue share and this type of partnership deal, like you only really need one to proper change your business completely and your life, honestly. So that's a big one. That's for outreach. Number 3,
maybe like a mindset tip, bro. Like give them like a mindset tip, man. They need it, bro.
A mindset tip.
Yeah, or like a routine kind of thing.
Okay, a routine kind of thing.
Yeah.
Usually the most uncomfortable work is the one that you have to do. So like whenever I find myself like pushing out off a task, or like I don't want to go do this, it's because it's like your brain knows it's gonna level you up so much, you're gonna like change who you are. So like your old self is just trying to keep you at where you are. So if you just confront it, it ends up always not being as hard as it is. So like maybe it's with outreach, or maybe it's with doing a launch for a client or something, and you're just nervous about it or putting it off. Usually that's the one thing that's gonna completely change your business, and you just put it off. Like that one thing that, you know, like everyone has that one thing in the back of their mind, like, oh, I should do this. And like if you just do it, it will. Like even right now when I'm saying this, I know that there's stuff already, like it's already coming up, like, oh, I should be doing this. When you do that is when you see these like crazy changes in business growth. And those people you see online or whatever who have those massive changes, I've noticed, is because they're able to confront those and just be like, okay, I'm going to do it, and then do the work that no one else really would do in that situation, and then get the outsized results, you know? So yeah, that's a mindset one.
Like success comes from the work you're avoiding, right? Like that's I'm not sure who said it, but like really
I've seen that quote. Yeah, that's true. That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah.
That was a huge tip. But nevertheless, Otavio, man, appreciate the time. Great talking to you, bro. This is to more scaling in 2024, bro. And let's get it, my brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. It's been great, and yeah, we're gonna keep going.
Let's keep growing, bro.